Hi and welcome to my guide. Today we're going to be completing the quest Dragon Slayer 2. The quest requirements are Legends Quest, Dream Mentor, A Tale of Two Cats, Annual Magnetism, Ghost Ahoy, Bon Voyage, Client of Corinth, and have a total of at least 200 quest points. Also, you will need to have started your Barbarian training to have access to the Ancient Cavern, which is the dungeon with the mithril dragons. Now what you do not need to start this quest is the Corsair Curse quest, even though the quest start is west of Corsair Cove. As long as you have access to tree spirits, you're able to get to the Myth Guild. For the stats requirements, you will need to have 75 magic, 70 smithing, 68 mining, 62 crafting, 60 agility, 60 thieving, and then 50 construction and hit points. Having a high range level is recommended. For the items, that are a lot, and I'm just going to be doing the same thing that I did with Monkey Madness 2. I'm just going to be putting all of them in the description with every single item that you need for every single part. For part 1, you will need to have one teleportation method to the Myth Guild, which is just like I said before, a tree spirit teleport, one teleportation method to Musa Point, one teleportation method to any bank to prepare for part 2, any kind of pickaxe that you can use, full graceful, one stamina potion, and a weapon to kill a combat 100. Because we're fighting a combat 100, he's just going to be using melee, so with melee protect you should be taking no damage, but if you want to be safe, just bring some food. Okay, let's start this quest by going to the Myth Guild. Alright, here at the quest start, let's talk to Alec Kincaid. Select the second option, how do I gain access to the guild? And let's select the first option, yes, to start the quest. Next we will need to go to Musa Point. And next we will need to go to the bar just north of the banana plantation. Just south of the banana plantation, there you should find a bar, just like in the Pirate's Treasure quest. Here we should find Dallas Jones. Let's talk to him and select the second option. After a long conversation. Yes. Right, next we will need to go to Elvark's lair. So let's just run west. You pretty much know where that is located. You already have 200 quest points, so... Alright, here at Elvark's lair, let's climb over the wall. And here we should find Dallas Jones just northeast of in this corner. Let's talk to him. Just keep pressing the spacebar, and just next to him, here at the northern wall, there you should find a blockage. Let's use your pickaxe on it to make a hole. Next, enter the hole. And Dallas will follow you. Next we will need to go to the eastern wall, and there you should find an ancient machinery. Let's inspect it and read the old notes. Close it, and now we'll need to fight the Combat 100, so maybe use Piety and Protect from melee and inspect the ancient moral. And now a spawn appears. Let's quickly kill it. After we have killed it, just investigate the ancient mural again. And now we've almost completed part 1, just simply talk to Dallas once again to complete part 1. Alright, for part 2, let's go to the bank. Now you may deposit everything. You don't need those old notes anymore, those are just lore, just drop them. Let's deposit our entire inventory, and now we will need to grab 8 oak planks, 10 swamp paste. Then we will also need to bring along 12 of any kind of nails, but you will be able to bend them, so bring at least twice as many. And the better the kind of nails, the less likely you will bend them, of course. Then we'll also need to have a hammer, a saw, and then a dig site pendant to get yourself to Fossil Island. Next, you will also need to have at least 7 empty inventory slots. That should be it, and let's teleport ourselves to Fossil Island. Here inside the House of the Hill, let's climb down a trapdoor here in the southeastern corner, and here we should find Dallas. Let's talk to him. He's really in this quest all over the place. Select the first option about the island. I will now need to find 24 map pieces. North in this room there we will find an open stone chest. Let's search it to find the first 5. Let's use these on the incomplete map here in the center of the room. Yes, I have some. And let's now go upstairs. Go to the entrance just north, and next to it there is a stone chest. Let's search it to find 3 more. Next go west and climb down the stairs. Just north of the stairs you'll find some fungi. Search it to find 4 more pieces of the puzzle. Next let's go back to the basement and let's clear some inventory. Let's put these on the table. Yes, I have some. And let's go back outside. Okay, down the stairs, let's go south. And now we'll need to search a hook briar, whatever the hell that is. Oh, it's that bush. To find 7 pieces. Next, continue running east. And now we need to search a mush tree. Here is a search option all the way east. And these are the final 5 pieces of the puzzle. Let's go back to the basement, and now it's time to make our map. Alright, let's do it. And now you'll see this map interface. This isn't a sliding puzzle just like in the Monkey Madness quest, but if you click on it, you rotate it. You can also right click on it and rotate it to the left. To swap pieces from places, you just need to drag one piece and swap it with another one. I'm not sure that this map is going to be random for everyone, but I've just put a picture on the screen of the solution, so have fun solving this puzzle, I guess. Oh, this thing. The map closes automatically after you have completed it. Doesn't matter if you close it, the progress will be saved. After speaking to Dallas after you've completed the puzzle, we will need to go to the museum camp. Oh yes, dig site pendant, of course. To the dig site. And then just take the boat. Senior. And then junior. And now we are here at the museum camp. So here, just a little bit west-south of the tunnel shortcut, there's we'll find the dwarf Jardrick. Let's talk to him and keep pressing the spacebar. After speaking to the dwarf, let's run west to the western shore. At the western shore, there we'll find a rowboat hotspot, just like in the construction skill. Just keep running to the western shore, and there's just west of the dungeon shortcut sign, there we'll find the transportation sign. Build the rowboat hotspot. Be sure to have 10 swamp paste and not 10 swamp tars. And now you have the rowboat. Let's travel with it. Yes, let's go. I'm ready. First option. Next, let's run north, and then we will need to go northwest until we see a ruined courtyard. There, climb up the stairs and go south. Then there you should find a trapdoor. Climb down and then just follow the staircase. And here we should find the NPC Dallas once again. If you climb down these stairs, let's talk to Dallas. After speaking to him, we will need to go to the eastern wall and search the burnt skeleton. Here we'll find ezpz diary. Let's read it, skip through some pages, close it. Next, talk to Dallas Jones once again to complete part 2. Out of 9, by the way. Good, let's go to the bank to prepare for part 3. Let's deposit everything that we have in our inventory. It is a diary. If we need it, we can find it in our bookcase in our POH. Let's go to the bank and deposit everything. What we need now is a catspeak amulet, enchanted. We will also need to have a seal of passage, but only if you have not completed the Fremnik Elite diary. We will also need to have 1 astral rune, 1 hammer and a pestel and mortar. Then we'll also need to have a Tinderbox. Aside from that, keep your full graceful, keep having 1 stamina potion. Then for the teleports, 1 teleportation method to Trollheim, 1 teleportation method to Bob the Cat. He should be located usually either in Taverley, Vorkath, Catherby, or anywhere in between. So I'm going to be bringing along Maxscape for Taverley teleport, Vorkath teleport, and then a Catherby teleport. Next you also need to have 1 teleportation method to Sophanem. I will be using my Maxscape to teleport myself Polnivnich, and from there I'm just going to be taking the glider to Sophanem. And then lastly is 1 teleportation method to Lunar Isle. Good, if you already have a goutweed in your bank from the Dream Mentor quest, Edgar's Roots quest, or you have gotten some extras because you already knew you needed this, you can skip this part, and I am on the wrong spellbook. Let's teleport to Trollheim if you do not have a goutweed, and let's grab 1 real quick. By the way, if you do not know where the goutweed is located from both of those quests, it is located in the kitchen of Troll Stronghold. Once inside the troll stronghold, let's go south to the staircase to go to the kitchen. Once in the kitchen, go a bit northeast and there should find some more stairs. Follow the path to find the storage where the goutweed crate is located. I've already explained it in the Edgar's Ruse quest and in a Dream Enter quest, so I'm not going to be doing it for the third time in a row. Good luck getting the goutweed. Oh wait, that's for me. Fuck. Okay. Don't. Ha! Not me. Just one note, do not click on the crate, just stand next to it, and once you stand next to it, then click on the crate. Else you will just stand underneath him, trying to get from the crate, and then he will spot you. Right, once we have the goutweed, we will need to go and find Bob. So, he's most likely located somewhere in Taverley. To find Bob, you will need to right-click on your catspeak amulet and open it. Next, you will just need to click on the whiskers until the eyes start glowing. That is the direction that you will need to go to. Just keep doing this until you find Bob. Bob, are you in the fletching shop again? Yes, he's there again. Let's talk to Bob. Equip your catspeak amulet first, of course. Where is Bob? Alright, after speaking to Bob, we will need to go to Sophanem. Good, let's go to Sophanem. I am going to teleport myself to Polnefnich. And from here, I'm just going to be running south to Sophanem. Alright, after arriving in Sophanem, let's go to the Sphinx and let's talk to her. Keep your catspeak amulet equipped and select the first option. And now she will do some sort of animation on you. And now you are able to talk to cats without having to need to wield a catspeak amulet, just like the reward of Monkey Madness 2, but then with monkeys. Next we will need to go to Lunar Isle. And there we will need to go to the Orionomancer. So basically, after completing this quest, you have 1 extra bank space. Okay, let's talk to the Orionomancer and select option 3 and then 1. After that, she will give you a dream vial. Once you have this, let's run back to the bank of Lunar Isle. And on our way there, let's use a hammer on the astral rune to smash it into shards and then grind those shards into dust. Next, we will need to fill this vial, and we're going to fill it in the town. Next to the bank there should be a water sign. Use a vial on the sink, use the goutweed on the dream vial with water, and then use the ground astral runes on it to make a dream potion, just like in Dream Mentor quest. Alright, now it is time to fight the first boss of this quest. So let's go to the bank and prepare to fight this boss. First, you can only use melee against it. It doesn't really matter what you use, but it is weak against Crush. His ranged and magic defense is very high. What you also can do is bring the runes to cast Vengeance when he announces his strong attack. Also, you will need to have a Tinderbox and then just some potions and food. Potion. Super combat. 1 prayer should be enough, he isn't really that difficult. Vengeance. What runes? By the way, the boss that we are going to fight is not a dragon, it is a human called Robert the Strong, and he's an archer. So bring some ranged defense armor. Okay, if you think you are ready to kill the first boss of this quest, let's go west to the room, just like in the Dream Mentor quest. Go inside this room and light the brazier, the ceremonial brazier, and use the dream potion on it. By the way, if you die, you will be able to retrieve all of your lost stuffs by paying 100,000 GP to, I don't know, this chest. And that's just like the first option, yes. And here in the dream world we'll find Bob and not Bob. Let's talk to Bob. By the way, also if you die, you also do not need to have or to make another dream potion. You just need to talk to Bob and he will send you back into the dream world. Okay, this is the final time that you are able to move away before starting this boss fight. If you think you are repaired, you use Piety, protect from missiles, and go through the barrier. And here you'll find Robert the Strong of comment 194. Let's attack him. And once he says something, you simply need to either run behind a pillar or cast Taste Vengeance. I am not even potted. I'm a noob. Okay, Vengeance. When he announces his attack, be sure to have at least 60 hit points, because the max hit is 60 of that attack. Ah, Dragon Warhammer's back at 50% health, you idiot. Oh, fuck my mouse. Oh, this shit always happens. Okay, my mouse is back. Can I cast vengeance? Oh, boo. Oh, I'm gonna turn this shit off. Okay, after you've defeated Robert the Strong, you now see a cutscene of the Dragonkin and then Tristan and the other NPCs of the lore of this quest. Now, if you would do this quest on your own, you will need to memorize these people. Camorra wears the axe, Robert the bow, Tristan the sword, and Evias the... I can't even see what that thing is. Telegraph. We need this. If we are able to take this key, we skip like literally everything of this quest and we can just go to the end. Telegraph. Okay, after the cutscene is over, Bob will talk to you. And if you can already tell, we will now need to grab that dragon key, but that key has been split into 4 pieces. And those are 4 different parts of this quest. So let's go to the bank and prepare for part 4. Let's deposit everything and let's start with the most difficult one, and that is Relica part, where we will need to kill Vorkath. For that, we will need to have some strong ranged gear, as well as some strong defense gear. Okay, this is currently the gear that I am wearing. It is Varrac's helm, Varrac's skirt, a Carol's top DFS, because Vorkath is a dragon. Then just some basic ranged gear. Because Vorkath also venoms, we will need to bring along a anti-venom potion, or you'll simply need to wear a serpentine helmet. You will also need to have the runes to cast multiple crumble undeads, but not more than like 3 or 4. The runes to cast the crumble undead are 1 chaos, 2 air, and then 2 earth runes. Grab like 5 of them just to be safe. Next, what we will also need to have, obviously, some good food and a prayer potion. Besides from that, a super anti-fire potion, and if you do not have that, just a regular extended anti-fire potion is also pretty good. A ranging potion, of course. Then after we have defeated Vorkath, we should also need maybe 1 dose of stamina, 1 teleportation method to Relica to start the fight, and then after we have completed this part, 1 teleportation method to any bank. I'm just going to be cautious and I'm just going to be using a 1-click safe teleport, so a house tablet. Also very helpful is a self amulet, imbued and enchanted. Don't bring an amulet of anguish, just use a self amulet to get you extra accuracy and damage. That should be it, really. Okay, and if you think you are ready to defeat Vorkath, let's teleport to Relica and talk to Brunt the Chieftain. Select the third option about the Dragonkin. Huh, Dragon Warhammer. Okay, after speaking to Brunt the Chieftain, let's go north. To the docks with the sailor in blue. The sailor that takes you to Miscellanea. If you do not have the fairy rings, if you don't use the fairy rings. There we should find Thorfinn. Oh wait, the sailor is over there. The docks next to the sailor that takes you to Miscellanea. There's Thorfinn. Let's talk to him and he will take you to the island where Vorkath is located. Once again, if you die to Vorkath, pay Vorkath 100,000 GP and he will retrieve all the items for you. Let's go north and climb over the ice to start a fight, but I'm first going to be explaining a couple of attacks that he has. When Vorkath spits acid on the floor, don't stand on it or you'll take damage. Then also he will start dealing rapid fire damage. To avoid those, you just need to start walking around. Just keep walking and you should take no damage. Next, Vorkath also shoots a ball into the air, some kind of fireball. And if he does that, just move at least 2 or 3 squares away from your current location, else you will die from one hit. And then the third thing that he does is when you get frozen, prepare to go to your magic spellbook and cast Crumble Undead, because then a scorpion will walk towards you. If you are not in time, the scorpion will kamikaze himself next to you and you will take at least like 40 damage. Okay, for the prayers to use should be like rigor and protect from magic. And let's climb over. Yes, don't show again. Let's hopefully hit something. Holy crap. Oh, not again. Oh, crap, I'm dead. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Bitch. And now you guys just know that I'm just so pro at PVM because I'm not going to be showing my first attempt. Ah, crap. These boots are made for walking. Oi! 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 What the fuck? Good, once Vorkath is defeated, let's go north and climb over the ice chunks. After you are here, let's go west. And just keep following the path west. First go to the most northwestern corner, to that little tower. Drink a stamina potion though, that's why we have brought it. Just keep following the path to that cave. Enter the cave. Sure, there's nothing really dangerous down here. Once you are here in this cave or room, let's go south. And then just go west. Go a little bit around and there, in the corner, there you should find a red lever. Pull it. Next, let's run east. Just go to the eastern wall and there you should find a room. Go to that room and the door should now be unlocked. and inside there find 2 stone chests. Search both of them. Oh, never mind, just search the northern one and you'll find the ancient key and your first dragon key piece. Okay, so after you have these 2 pieces, this is first part completed. Let's go to your bank and prepare for the next part to get the next piece. Here at the bank, let's just deposit our entire inventory and our equipment. Next, what we will need is our full graceful. We will also need to have something like 2 stamina potions, a machete, any kind of axe that you can use, 1 teleportation method to the Khazari jungle. I will be using a teleportation method to the portal in Brimhaven, and afterwards I'm going to be using 200 coins to make the guy bring me to Shiloh village. And afterwards also 1 teleportation method to any bank after we have completed this part. And once again I will be using the Maxscape. And besides from that, the rest of the inventory should be like 1 prayer potion and the rest should be just some decent food. I think monkfish should be good enough. Okay, when you think you are ready to go to the maze in the Khazari jungle, let's go to the Khazari jungle first. So, POH portals to Brimhaven. Right, here, let's try to get inside of the Khazari jungle by chopping down the bush next to the tree and the rock. And then just keep going south. You should be able to chop this tree. Alright, once we are here, let's go southeast. And just keep going southeast until you see a dungeon sign, I presume. There's no dungeon sign, but we will need to go to this rare tree sign. Once we are here next to the totem, let's enter the cave. And we are now here in the purple dungeon. Always keep your camera facing south, that is the easiest way to not get lost. And this is a voiceover and I'm just going to be acting as if I am your GPS. Oh yeah, there are 3 different kinds of golems in this dungeon. And they all have different colors. Red means they attack with melee, green ranged, and blue with magic. So just pray accordingly. After you've turned right into the first street that you see, keep following this street and climb over the trap. Next, take your first left. And keep following this street. Climb over the trap right around the corner. And then just keep following the street. And then just take your first left. There's another, and then climb over the trap. Next, take right and just keep following the road. Just keep going until you hit a wall. Next, go left and climb over the trap. Next, take your second right, then immediately take a left and then a right once again, and there is another trap around the corner. Next, take your first right and then back left. And then take your second street on the right. There's another trap around the corner. Then take a 180 and just keep following this road. Climb over the trap and then just take your first left. Next, turn left, then take your first right. After riding over this speed bump, take your first right, and then the road splits into two. Take the right road and just keep following this one until you hit another speed bump around the corner. Just keep following this road. Next, you just need to take the first left, and then you just need to keep following the road, and you've made it to your destination. Oh, holy crap! I'm dead. Search the plinth once you've made it. Holy crap, this is fucking annoying. Oh, and teleport to your bank. Oh my god, I'm pissed off. Alright, that was the second piece of the puzzle. Let's go and prepare for part number 6 out of 9. Do not deposit everything. The only thing that we will need to grab is a light source. I think the maxscape is a light source, but I'm not really sure what the fire making perk is, but I'm just going to be bringing along the Kandrin headgear just to be sure. Besides from that, you can also deposit your coins, your machete and your axe. Deposit your dragon piece and restock on some medium level food. Keep your stamina potions and your prayer potions. Afterwards, we will also need to have one teleportation method to any bank after we've completed this part, maxscape once again, and one teleportation method to the Shasian bank. Shasian bank, Xerix. I think that one is pretty close. Okay, once you think you're ready, let's go to the Shasian bank. Rub, go to heart, I guess, and then just run. First I want to restore all my stats. Pool. And then heart. Okay, we have reached the Shasian house. Just keep going west from the general store, and there we should find the bank just south, I think. Yes, Zia is just too big. Okay, in the bank, just keep going south west, and southwest of the bank we should find an NPC called Sarah. Is this Sarah? Yes. No, we should find the NPC called Amelia. Talk to Amelia. And basically she tells you where they are. Next, let's go southwest some more to the graveyard. Basically just south. And in the graveyard there is a little monument, and inside that monument now there is some stairs. All the way south of the graveyard. There's also now a dungeon sign. Enter the crypt. The only thing you need is some light source. And there also are some skeletons. I think they're skeleton mages, so use some protects from magic. From here, let's go east. Yes, east. And just keep going east until you can't go any further east. And from there you already see the ladder sign going down. From here, let's go west, then go north, and just go to the first ladder sign that you see. There is the next ladder. Let's climb down. And from there, we just need to go south. Just go via the big route, just keep going south. And I'm going to be using protect from missiles because this is fucked. What the fuck? Monkfish sucks. Go to the southern room, fuck this, go enter. Good, in this room there is a puzzle that is random for everyone, but the only thing that is random is the placement of these statuettes. In the four corners there are some statuettes that you should be able to pick up after you've inspected the tomb. What? Okay, here is then your riddle. So let's exit this and take all the four busts or statuettes. Everything that is the same for everyone is what I'm going to be putting on the screen right now. Okay, this is the solution of what is not random for everyone. Just take a piece of paper and try to solve it yourself. I'm going to quickly give you a little example. Now, for example, this guy is Camorra, but it doesn't really have to say Camorra by name. Camorra can also be named as the wielder of the axe or the one that came from Seranthium. If it would say, for example, that the one with the axe told the one with the bow who sat on the left side of him to be quiet, that means on the left side of Camorra is Robert. Do this with all the four statuettes and just be sure that all four of them are at the correct location. Avias north and then Tristan south. The left side of Tristan, do I know that? The left side of Avias is Robert. So he sits here, the left side is over there. So that should be Robert. On the right side of Camorra sits Tristan. So on the left side of Tristan sits Camorra. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that wasn't really that difficult, I hope. If you fail, you will be teleported all the way at the entrance at Shazian. If not, well, then just search the tomb and you have unlocked the third piece out of 4. Okay, after you have this piece, let's teleport to the bank and prepare for part number 7 out of 9. The only thing that we will need to deposit is our light source, and what we will need to grab is our ghost speak amulet or Mortana legs, 3 or 4. We also need to have 1 dragonstone, 2 molten glass, 1 glass blowing pipe, a chisel, a spade, and then a whole bunch of teleports. 3 to Varrock, 1 to Port Pass Madis, 1 to Draenor Manor, going to be using a glory in my house, and then 1 to the swamp south of Canopus. I will be using the Farrowing code BKR. 1 teleportation method to Fossil Island, so a dig site pendant. 1 teleportation method to Falador. 1 teleportation method to Ardoin. And then 1 to Relaka, so once again the Fremnik boots. And of course, as always, after we've done this part, 1 teleportation method to any bank of your choosing to prepare for part number 8. And the rest of the inventory should be like 1 stamina potion, and the rest is just some decent food. You don't need to have your dragon piece at the moment. Also, we will need to have at least 1 empty inventory spot. Alright, let's start this part by going to Varrock, and let's go to the Varrock library in the Varrock castle and talk to Reldo. Select the first option, by the way. After we've spoken to Tristan, after we've spoken about Tristan to Reldo, we'll need to search the second most northern bookcase. There's a little red book, as you can see. Just search it and you'll find the Varrock Kansas records. Let's read it and talk to Reldo once again about Tristan. Afterwards, we'll need to go to Port Pasmatis. Inside Port Pasmatis, we will need to talk to any ghost villager. Woo 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 woo. Okay. Next, we will now need to go to the Port Pasmatis bank. Actually, the building just next to the bank. And in that building next to it, there we should find the ghost called Sarah. Let's talk to her. Just keep pressing the spacebar. I think this is going to be a long one. And after we've spoken to her, we will need to go to Draenor Manor to talk to Ava. So yeah, let's go there. Glory to Draenor. Alright, let's talk to Ava and select the third option. After we've spoken to her, we will need to go... Oh, no, you need to use a glass blowing pipe on the molten glass yourself, I guess. And you will now make a inert locator orb. Let's talk to her again. And now there is an option, a feel option. If you do it, you will get like at least 10 damage. We will need to go to the Mortmire swamp before we are able to use this hot and cold device pretty decently. So let's go to the fairy ring. And I'm going to be using the code BKR. That should be pretty close where I will need to go. Here in the swamp, let's start feeling this locator and start getting hurt. And let's just follow this orb where it pulls us. Is it on the other side of the fucking thing? Can I even go here? I can't, can I? Oh wait, I can. Nice. East. What the hell, man? Okay, if you think you are at the right spot, dig with your spade. And you have the fourth and the final dragon key piece. Hooray! Let's go to the bank and prepare for part number 8. Forging this thing into one piece. You don't need your catspeak amulet, your low-keter orb, your glass blowing pipe, your dragon piece. We still need our dragon piece. We're going to forge it now. What we will need is 1 stamina potion and full graceful. Then we'll also need to have a couple of fire wave runes. Those are air, fire and blood. Then we'll also need to have a teleportation method to the ancient cavern. I will be using a game necklace charge. Then also a hammer. Something to protect yourself against dragon fire. So a DFS or a super anti-fire potion. And of course the dragon pieces. The ancient key as well. And besides from that, you can bring anything you want, but we also need to have some food because we're going to be passing brutal green dragons and mithril dragons. Yeah, that should be about it. Let's teleport ourselves to the ancient cavern. Okay, ancient cavern time. Let's jump into the whirlpool. I'm too far away. Still too far away? Oh, no, okay. Okay, let's use protect from magic and climb down the stairs. Let's go to the mithril dragons, just a bit southeast. Should be here. Once we're there, go west and just keep going west. And in the northwestern corner there should find a little door sign. Use your ancient key on it to unlock that door and go down. Inside you will find 3 dragon heads and an orb in the center. Use fire wave on all the 3 dragon heads to activate the forge or the furnace. Once we have done that, so let's turn on protect from magic and let's go back through the mithril door. And now let's go back the way we came from. Ow, that hurt. After you have climbed down these stairs, let's go southwest. Just keep going southwest to the southwestern corner and there we should find some new stairs. Climb up those stairs and then follow the path. Here are no more dragons and we should now have reached the new very hot furnace. Here are a couple of anvils next to the lava. Just click on any of them to make your dragon key. After you've done this, we will now need to put this in the keyhole on Fossil Island. Where's my fucking teleport? Let's first start by going to Dallas and put this thing in the keyhole on Fossil Island. So use the magic mush tree and go to Mushroom Meadow. Go a little bit southwest and use the rowboat. We will now need to go back to that ruined courthouse, I think. Some kind of ruined building. In that basement is where we will need to put this key. Alright, here at Dallas and Bob, let's use the dragon key on the grandiose door. It fits perfectly, and now we will start a very long cutscene, I think. Oh no, we first need to go north. Keep going north to discover a huge dragon by talking to Dallas. Just keep pressing this spacebar and then there will be a cutscene. Okay, after the cutscene is over, let's go to Vorkath and start forming the alliance between all the human kingdoms. First, King Rold. Talk about the dragon threat. Just keep pressing the spacebar and he will tell you to go to various other leaders. The first one we will need to go to is Sir Vars, located in Falador. So go to the White Knight's castle and climb up the western tower to the 3rd floor. Talk to Sir Vars about the dragon threat. Afterwards we'll need to go and talk to King Lathis in Ardoin and talk to him about the dragon threat as well. After we've spoken to King Lathis, we will need to talk to Brunt in Releka. After we have spoken to Brent about the dragon threat, we will need to return to King Rold and attend the big meeting. So let's do that right now. So let's return to King Rold, talk to him, and then we'll need to enter his dining room. Just enter the dining room without talking to him, everyone is already here. And then when an option comes up, just select "It's a good plan." And then we will need to talk to Bob outside. Talk to Bob here in the corner. And he will say that we'll need to defeat the controller of the biggest dragon yet. So now it is time to go to the bank and prepare part 9 out of 9, the final part of this quest. Kind of, it's a pretty long one. Let's deposit everything. This is going to be another voiceover because from this point onward I have fucked up a lot. First, gear up to fight a lot of different dragons, ranging from blue, green, brutal red, black, mithril, basically everything that is currently on the game. And the dragons that you are going to fight are on a ship, so you are able to use melee or ranged. It is all up to you what you want to use. After we have defeated a steel dragon, which comes after the brutal red dragon I think, we are going to teleport away and go to the bank because that is a checkpoint. So first let's go to Releka. And let's go back to Tolwyn. Let's talk to him. Yes please. And now it is time to uphold the boats. Just keep preparing your boat that you're on. On the northern side there are 2 crates and on the southern side are 2 crates. There's like a water container to extinguish all the fires, hammers to fix the masts. There are some rejuvenation pools for when the Releka rowers are tired or being attacked. And there are also some swamp paste to fill holes in the ship. And apparently I already have all those items in my inventory. Now we just need to wait for a dragon attack. If there's a fire, extinguish it. If there is a leak, fill it up with swamp paste. If there is one sick, use a rejuvenation potion on him. Also be sure to check the masts frequently. Alright, after the timer is up, it is now to do some agility. All the ships will be destroyed. Spoiler alert. And now we need to jump across a lot of the debris and then fight some dragons that we come across after this cutscene is over. It's pretty self-explanatory. We just need to jump gaps and walk over some logs. So first let's jump the gap. Just follow where you need to go really. There's a gap here, so go there. When there is a log balance, always click on the first debris, the first item, else there's nowhere to click except for the first item. And then just keep jumping. This all depends on your agility level and hopefully not really on your amount of weight. The dragons that are attacking you, you're not able to retaliate. So simply drink a anti-fire potion. Alright, the first dragon that we come across is a red one. Let's kill it. To help the wise old man and Brunt. Maybe use the NPCs as safe spots. Or dead guards, like the wise old man is doing. Alright, after the red dragon is dead, let's continue and move on. Alright, next dragon, iron. Let's kill it. Okay, helped these two characters, and let's just keep jumping. And what color? Green. Ah, brutal green. Safe spot, safe spot, safe spot. Use her. Is this it? I think this is it. Yes, made it. Good, here's Bob. After you've spoken to Bob, you have passed checkpoint 1. If you think you have plenty of supplies left to get to checkpoint number 2, which is killing 2 green, 2 blue dragons, then also 1 black, 1 steel and 1 brutal red, then just climb over the debris and defeat those dragons. Else, just teleport to any bank to resupply and make your way back to Thorfinn, and he will send you back to where we are right now. Alright, and this should trigger a cutscene. Let's start with a black one. Let's pay attention to that red guy, and if he ever does an animation, just run away at least 2 squares. Let's just run 3, just to be safe. The next 3 dragons that we are going to defeat only use Dragon Fire Breath and melee attacks, so just pay your full attention to that red guy. If he ever does an animation, just be sure to run away at least 2 or 3 squares. Alright, after you've defeated the brutal red dragon, you will now see a cutscene. And this is also checkpoint 2 passed. Let's go to the bank if you want to prepare to fight a mithril, a adamant and a rune dragon. To fight an adamant dragon you will definitely need to have an antidote, because he has poisonous attacks, and for the rune dragons you will need to wear insulated boots to negate most of the damage taken by its electricity attacks. By the way, you can buy insulated boots from any Slayer Master. When you think you are ready to defeat those 3 metal dragons, let's return to Thorfinn in Releka and then ask him to take you back to the fleet. Just select yes, and here we are back at the Mithril Dragon after checkpoint number 2. Once again, just keep your attention on that red guy. If he ever does any animations, run away at least 2 squares. After you've defeated the Mithril Dragon, now spawns the new Adamant Dragons. And the Adamant and the Rune Dragons have kind of similar attacks. The Adamant Dragon spawns poisonous attacks underneath you and they splash like 3 by 3 squares, so you will need to run at least like 4 squares when he does his poisonous attacks. And then for the Rune Dragon, it's kinda harder to see, but he does electricity attacks. If you have insulated boots, you don't really need to run away, because those boots negate most of the damage, but if you want to, you can also just run away from those incoming electricity attacks. After you've killed the rune dragon, another cutscene will occur, and now it is time to fight the final boss of this quest, the big red dragon of combat 608. After the cutscene is over, immediately teleport to a bank to prepare for this battle. Okay, get away, ASAP, I guess. That blue thing was a teleportation. Alright, the final part of this quest. We will need to have some food, armor, weapon and potions to kill the big Sliver the Sky Dragon of combat 608. Therefore, we will definitely need to have some tanky ranged gear with maybe a Dragon Fire Shield if you do not have plenty of super anti-fire potions. We are only able to use melee weapons in the first and the fourth phase, so if you have a Dragon Warhammer or a BGS, those are definitely very helpful. When you start a fight, use your special attack of one of those two weapons twice, and if you hit 0 both times, just teleport away, get your spec back and then just try again until you hit something. As for the bolts, definitely use Ruby Bolt Enchanted during the first 3 phases, because he has 1200 hit points. And during the final phase, just switch to Diamond Bolts. Because he is a dragon, bring a anti-fire potion, also bring a ranging potion to boost your damage. And then for the rest, basically bring your teleport to Releka, one teleportation method to a bank, and then the rest should be some good food with karambwans as combo food. Alright, when you are ready to defeat the Gelvek, I'm first going over all the 4 phases that he has. The first phase is the fire phase, and in this phase, while doing his regular attacks, he also does some kind of bombs attack, and those are 3x3 bombs that are lying on the ship. You cannot stand anywhere near them or they will explode and they cause instant death. While this is happening, Gelvek is also doing his regular Dragon Fireball attack, which you will also need to avoid. So either run around in his melee distance, standing closest to him as possible, then just running horizontally, or you can stay in the center of the ship and then just run vertically. Just keep doing this until you've dealt 1/3 of the damage. After the fire phase is the wind phase, and occasionally he causes some gust of wind to drain a lot of your stats. Also run energy and prayer can also be reduced. And in this phase he also starts using his ranged attack randomly. This is really the easiest phase. Just try not to get hit by the fireball while you have 0 run energy. After the wind phase on the western side, we have the water phase on the eastern side. And in this phase he will occasionally send out tsunami waves with a gap. After you see his animation of spawning the tsunami waves, you will need to as fast as possible, find that gap, and then keep running around horizontally where that gap is located, because while avoiding the tsunami waves, you will also need to be avoiding the Galvax fire breath attacks. And besides from those attacks, he's also more likely to attack you with ranged attacks. So using protection from ranged might be better in this phase. But that is not confirmed. And then after the water phase on the eastern side, he now jumps to the center of the ship, and this is the earth phase. What you basically need to do is turn off your run and just keep walking around in circles, avoiding his rocks attacks, and while doing this you are also avoiding his fire breath attacks. Just keep running around in circles, dealing some damage until he is defeated, and that is basically your quest completed. Yes. Yes. After the cutscene is over, you have spawned in Berthope. Now you simply need to return to the Myth Guild, return to Alec to tell him what happened to complete your quest. Yay! Welcome. Talk about the quest, tell him the story. Congratulations, you've completed Dragon Slayer 2 quest. You are awarded with 5 quest points, access to the Mythic Guild, 25,000 smithing XP, 18k mining and 15,000 agility and mining. but you also have access to 100,000 experience in any combat skill to your liking, except for prayer. Therefore, you will need to talk to Ellen, just east of the statue in the center. Doesn't really matter, just put on everything. Yes. And then strength. Defense. And then hit points. No, not hit points. Ranged. Yes. Alright, now you have access to the Myth Guild. There's a lot of stuff to do here. There are magic trees, there's Wrath, rune crafting altar. Therefore you'll need to go south of this dungeon. Here's the Fountain of Uld, which is the statue that is in the Legends Guild, combined with the Fountain of Rune in the Heroes Guild, combined. Then there are 4 Element and 2 Rune Rocks. Rune Rocks are currently gone. Here are all kinds of dragons, red, blue and green for Iron Man who wants to train prayer. And south of the green dragons there is a hole in the cave, and there is the mysterious runes to go to Wrath altar. That is the basement. Up this ladder is the library if you want to read on some more lore. And then finally, where you can buy the cape. Let's first grab 10,000 GP from the bank. Also, you're able to unlock the new super anti-fire potions by talking to this gnome. What kind of potions? And that's it. No thanks, your shop is currently quite shit. Up these stairs there should be the Jack the Cape seller for 10,000 GP. Let's buy 2. Lol. Portals to the 3 guilds, legends, champions and heroes. And then here east is an anvil and 2 NPCs. Diana sells dragon weaponry and Erden sells the shield right half as well as the dragon metal shard. And the dragon metal shard is new. With this shard and the dragon metal slice, which you can get as a drop from adamant dragons, with also a dragon square shield, you can make a dragon kite shield, but that requires 75 smithing. You can also use the dragon metal shard, combine it with the dragon metal lump and a dragon chain body to make a dragon plate body, but this requires currently 90 smithing to make. Alright, that was my guide how to complete Dragon Slayer 2. Hopefully it helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye. Holy crap. Range protect? Yeah, I'm dead. Crap! Oh, Mithril Dragon again. Okay. Range. What? Are you fucking idiot?